Oh, well, now those look good. Hot, 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 hot!
Okay, it's been a long week. This is day 3 of E3, as you can see. And I thought that now that Microsoft and Sony have both had their press conferences, and I've kind of gone over both sides, I thought I'd kind of put them together, just not necessarily see who won E3, but maybe who has the better presentation and maybe who I believe will be the leader whenever the consoles are released. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not in any way saying that I don't believe Sony actually had a much better press conference and actually shows their love for the gamers more than what Microsoft does. So you can go ahead and put the pitchforks down. What I'm saying is that it's like Microsoft has become so arrogant and distant from their gamers, the people who actually got them to the success that they have with the Xbox 360, that they've kind of lost touch. They're more focused on making the Xbox One the all-in-one entertainment system that they completely forgot to include the games. Whereas the PlayStation 4, Sony did a really excellent job of kind of hyping up that this is the gamer's console. This is gonna be where you want to play all of your games, and they even made a big part about the indie market. Now, the thing is, both consoles, I don't really see them, either one of them, as kind of the leader for next generation just yet, because when they both released this November, not really either one of them has that game that is just going to be for that core gamer, the early adapters of the new systems when it comes out. PlayStation has Killzone and Drive Club, and Microsoft has Rise and Dead Rising 3. Neither one of these titles really to me stands out as that must-have game for a new generation of consoles that people are actually going to go out and buy the console on day one specifically to play that game. That's not to say that I don't think the games look impressive on their own. It's just that the really big games that are going to show off what the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 can do aren't actually coming until spring of next year. The games that are releasing with the consoles, while they're impressive in their own right, I really don't think that they're good enough to stand out against the similar titles that are coming out around the same time. I do believe that Sony is going to be the leader in the sales for quite some time, either until Microsoft kind of loosens up their restrictions on the console, or they have that one killer game that everyone just has to have. The thing is, I believe that both of these consoles are going to sell very well, because we as gamers, we've learned to just kind of take whatever comes at us in stride. I'm not saying that I'm going to buy the Xbox One on day one. I'm more than likely going to go with the PlayStation 4. And that's the thing, is because of the way that the PlayStation 4 is towards the gamers and the games themselves, it is going to be probably my primary system, whereas this generation, the Xbox 360, has been my primary system, and I only play the exclusives on the PlayStation 3. I really think that this generation, that's going to switch, and I'm going to be more of the Sony fanboy, but I'm still going to have both consoles. I'm still going to love the games that come out, but right now, neither one of these consoles is what I would call the true next gen, and we probably won't even see those titles until fall of next year.
Well, those are some good brownies right there.
Okay, so E3 is finally over. You've had enough of me. Stay tuned, because coming this weekend, we're going to have our Man of Steel review, as well as we're going to start working on our Last of Us review, which is very, very exciting. That's our first video game review, and I can't wait to get started on that. In the meantime, any questions, comments you have, leave it in the section below. And I'd like to hear from you guys. Which console are you going to purchase when it comes out, or are you going to wait until you find that killer game that you just have to have? As always, don't forget to click that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.